The tech world is no stranger to stark rivalries, and few are more divisive than Apple versus Android. Apple and Samsung go toe-to-toe with the new AirPods and Galaxy Buds, and while we could say that both feel nice in the hand and have a robust build, well, when it comes to audio, we believe that there's subjective preference, which is valid in its own right, and then there's objective science. Alright, let's get into it. Just like our Bose versus Sony video, we're going to start from the outside in, meaning hardware first. These earbuds sport different designs from one another. Samsung's have a playful, practical design, while Apple's applies its minimalist philosophy to the AirPods update. Both feature touch controls, and both can be remapped and customized to your liking. The AirPods have a leg up on the Galaxy Buds because of the automatic ear detection, which may be toggled on or off. When it comes to the Samsung Buds, you will have to tap the earbuds to pause before removing them. What's more, the AirPods allow users to choose whether sound is recorded and relayed through the left or right microphone. Once everything's set up properly, we found that both sets of touch controls work well, and both allow for wireless charging. Granted, Apple's cancellation of AirPower before it was even rolled out did prove to be quite a spectacle. You can still use it with Qi-certified charging mats, and just so you know, it is going to run you an extra $40 to get that charging case bundled with the new AirPods. Samsung's wireless charging, on the other hand, is all included and can be charged directly from any of the S10 phones. Not only is this a neat party trick, but it also proves quite convenient and is automatically included with the Galaxy Buds with no additional cost. Now, some may prefer the design of one over the other, but ultimately we have to give it to Samsung on this one for just having the better value when it comes to hardware, and you don't have to pay an extra fee to get that wireless charging. Relating to hardware is microphone quality. Again, the new AirPods use a mic in each earbud, while the Samsung Galaxy Buds use an adaptive dual mic array, which alternates between the inner and outer mics to greatly reduce background noise. The frequency responses here are a little different, and more vocal registers will sound accurate through the AirPods than the Samsung Buds, just because that lower end, about 100 to 400 kilohertz, is a bit more neutral leaning than, well, Samsung's. And my voice in particular ranges from about 160 to 240 kilohertz when referring to the fundamental frequency, meaning that I should really use the AirPods if I'm going to be talking to anyone. So here's how I sound with the Samsung Galaxy Buds. My voice is just normal, and this is how I talk on the phone, about the same volume.
And this is what I sound like with the new AirPods. Now, you can tell that I'm still speaking through a headset microphone, but it does sound more accurate and natural than the Samsung Galaxy Buds, so we are going to give it to the AirPods for this one.
Alright, but what about codec and Bluetooth support? Well, both operate via Bluetooth 5 and support AAC. The products diverge from here though, as the new AirPods use Apple's H1 chip, the successor to its W1 chip. Not only does this allow for hands-free access to Siri, but Apple claims that it results in 50% more talk time and improves efficiency while decreasing latency. If you're using it with an iOS device, connectivity is stable and reliable. The same can't quite be said when using the AirPods with an Android device, though. And although Samsung doesn't support aptX, which is a bit of a misstep, it does use the company's proprietary scalable codec. This operates similarly to aptX Adaptive in that it constantly optimizes for bitrate without compromising connectivity. Initial testing made it seem that connectivity was consistently reliable and stood head and shoulders above the rest. However, as I've continued to use them between other products, it's become apparent that the Galaxy Buds still have a way to go. Hopefully that'll be updated in a future firmware update, but as of this video, we're giving this one to the AirPods. When it comes to battery life, this one's pretty easy to measure. We just subject each pair of earbuds to a constant 75 decibel output. The new AirPods afford 4.125 hours of playback with an iPhone X while streaming over the AAC codec. While this is a tad shorter than Apple's claimed 5 hours of playback time, it is a 21% increase over the W1 chip, which is no small feat. It's worth commending Apple for improving upon the AirPods' efficiency, but the Samsung Galaxy Buds mop the floor with the AirPods as they provide 6.53 hours of playback on a single charge. Granted, the Galaxy Buds case only provides an additional 7 hours of battery life, while the AirPods provides an extra 20. However, 15 minutes of charging with the new AirPods provides 3 hours of playback, so When it comes to this, it really depends on how you prioritize battery life. But when it comes to standalone, Samsung is pretty impressive, so again, we're giving it to them. While there are a ton of features to love in both pairs of earbuds, ultimately, well, they are earbuds, and so we want them to sound good because they're also pretty pricey. So let's dig into that a bit. Here are the frequency responses of both pairs, and these graphs depict how much emphasis is placed on a specific frequency range. The new AirPods have a much more exaggerated bass response, which is more consumer-friendly and necessary seeing as they don't create a seal with the ear. The Galaxy Buds, though, have a more neutral-leaning signature that bodes well for nearly all genres. And if you enjoy EQing your music, the Galaxy Buds will be easier to do that with without compromising audio quality. So the winner here is Samsung. Now, it's safe to say that Samsung won the battle, but who knows about the war? While we could talk your ear off about all of these objective measures that we took, well, we don't want to overlook the importance of personal preference, and some people may like that the AirPods don't completely seal, while others may just like the design of the Galaxy Buds more, and if that's you, well, more power to you. But objectively, we do have to give props to Samsung. Alright, well that's it for this Versus. We hope you found it helpful, and make sure to leave a comment below. Also, if you liked what you saw, you can follow us on social media. We have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we also have a podcast where we're trying out this new thing called SoundGuys. They're cool little snippets of just audio anything. Until next time though, thanks for watching and happy listening.